So, a very good evening to everyone. Hello, everyone present, and welcome to the latest episode of Masters in Machines. I'm your host, Balaji Reddy from Quantum Robotics, and I'm thrilled to be diving into the world of robotics with you today. This series is all about exploring incredible opportunities and shaping the future. Today, we are welcoming one of the visionary minds who has stepped beyond academia and to the dynamic world of robotics and innovation. These innovators and founders who will be joining us will be spilling their beans on how their journey, the adventures, all the challenges that they have faced in creating their dreams of being their dreams with engineering to come to a reality. Prepare to be inspired by their audacity and contagious spirit in this invention. If you're a robotics enthusiast, tech savvy student, or simply someone fascinated by the future, get ready for an electrifying ride as we will be dwelling into the latest advancements and discussing the ethical considerations and maybe giving a glimpse of what robotics might uh, be one day as they walk with us or fly among us. So today we have uh, Ravi Thakur with us, who is currently who is a graduate research assistant from Michigan Technological University. He specializes in control systems and electro-hydraulic systems. He was the lead design engineer in India, and now he has taken a leap to pursue his master's in science in mechatronics, robotics, and automation. Striving for excellence in quality, he's working on solving complex problems with the help of technology. This is one story of determination and hard work in creating solutions through research and learning that can help everyone. So, first of all, Ravi, thank you for taking out time and being here today with us. I hope you're doing great in the
Yeah,
morning today.
I'm doing great.
Yes, Ravi. So, to get like I've shared a simple introduction that you have shared with me. So, I would like to ask you, could you give us something more that we don't know? Like, how was your journey in pursuing something of this sort?
So my journey started from my diploma days. So when I was in third year of my diploma, we participated in electric go-kart competition. So from that point, like my passion grew for like developing things, like whether it is electric go-kart or some robotic bots for the competitions. So any sort of things which I can make from the scratch and see them working was my passion. So after that, I did 2 years of Baha, and after that, I took a job in pharmaceutical robotics and automation company where we used to develop inhaler testing machines. So our one of the machine is first in India, by the way. We have only competitors in Europe and US. So that was something really proud moment for me. So I was like, I can develop machines from scratch. I can develop mechanisms for the machines. Uh, I can select the appropriate electronic parts like sensors, motors. I can also select pneumatic parts. But one thing where I was lacking was controlling those machines. So for controlling those machines, either you need to understand how to work with microcontrollers. You should know how to work with PLCs. So those things were lacking. So for that to fulfill those things, I started my master's career. And yeah, here I am in Michigan Tech.
That's really great, Ravi, to hear your story from. It is something that you wanted to pursue. You wanted to create a solution for yourself, and now you're
Mhm.
pursuing research as something which is very uh, what do we which is very not non-orthodox is what I can call it, unconventional. People are more focused towards IT nowadays. If you think about engineering, it is
Mhm.
the whole process. So
Yeah.
I would like to know is that do you have any inspiration or a mentor or a role model who influenced you into the path of engineering, especially into robotics and mechatronics?
Uh, I have multiple mentors. first I would take like my professor was there in bachelor's, Professor Priyadarshini ma'am. So she inspired me to build stuff. And after that, uh, the second inspiration would be my CEO, company CEO, last company CEO. So he he's of 60 years of age and he has around 24 patents worldwide. And working with him was something different. So he worked for like 30 years in uh, corporate world, and then he started after 50 years old, like he started his own company. So it was like he was so passionate at that age also. Like when I used to see him working, like he used to had more fire than me to develop machines and robots. So that was kind of inspiration. So yeah, I was like, I want to do something like that. So yeah.
That's really commendable when you talk about your previous CEO to be working for 30 years and after crossing a certain age, you're still having that fire
Mhm,
that the younger generations are actually inspired by it. So that is something that we all want to work with. Me personally, it started with aerospace and watching Dr. APJ Abdul
mhm,
Kalam's speeches and videos all over all over the television initially, and from the same concept, I was able to draw towards the entire robotics part.
mhm,
Now, so Ravi, you have seen both the worlds. You've seen the corporate world. You've seen the life of student. So, how do you think it is different for postgraduate students in the US, like Indians who are going to
mhm,
different countries overseas for pursuing their masters and post graduation? How is it
mhm.
different compared to how it is in India?
I think people here do a lot of research work, which we usually don't do at university level in India. So that was one of the reason to come to US. Apart from that, the education here is like they keep on updating their labs. It's not the same labs as we see in our universities. So they update their labs as per the technologies which are there out there in the market. So that was the second reason. And apart from that, yeah, they also have a lot of project work after their coursework, which is something different, which we don't see in Indian university. In Indian university, you have to propose to the professor, like, I want to do this project. Otherwise, you will be only doing your project in your final semester. So yeah, I think those three reasons would be.
Because I have, like, with all my friends or colleagues who have been pursuing their masters, this is one point that research is one prominent factor is
Mm-hmm.
why our engineers are not able to compete with the overseas engineers in the core field. At least in the core field, it's always about the opportunities that are presented and the curriculum and the structure that they're given. So apart from the academic challenges, do you face any cultural challenges out there in Michigan Technological University or Michigan in fact? Are there any cultural differences that you faced or has something of that sort come up?
Cultural difference. Um, People are more prominent with time, I would say. Uh, Apart from that, mm, ye- yeah, at like at any age, there will be people like they will pick one topic. Let's suppose control systems. They will dedicate their entire life in that. So that is something different. So like they will do till they get old to work on that topic, explore that topic. So that was, I would say, that is very different because in Indian professor they just teach whatever there is in syllabus. So yeah, those two cultural shocks I had.
That yeah, that is something really interesting and insightful to hear that the
Mm-hmm,
people out there or the engineers or people who have dedicated their life to science are really standing up to their word of dedication.
mm-hmm,
They take their whole time out. So, how what aspects of your program or research that you've been doing do you feel is the most valuable? Is it the professors? Is it the team? Or is it the labs? What is the success formula over here?
like you are asking about like in research work,
Yeah, so
yeah.
in your master's
Mm-hmm,
program that you're pursuing, who do you think plays the major role? Who played the major role for you? In fact, was it the professors? Was it the labs? Or was it the program?
mm-hmm. Uh, I would say both the things. Professor also play a very important role because they are very supportive, and
Mm,
apart from that, labs are very like up to date. Like I don't think so. A lot of university in India has Fanuc robots. They have PLC setups. They have in our labs we have three, like five mechatronics stations, which operates on PLC, and which is very similar to industries. So that is one thing. Fanuc robot is very popular in this automation industry in USA. And so, yeah, both the things, professors and labs, I would say, play a very important role.
that is great, Ravi, that you're able to interact with industrial standard machines and labs that are out there. So, what would you recommend Indian students to really focus on if someone has just completed their bachelor's or
Mm-hmm,
someone is just from the schools, as we can hear with
mm-hmm,
the current government really focusing on topics like robotics, AI, machine
mm-hmm,
learning to be introduced from schools. So I feel like it's my perspective is that I feel there are a lot of young school students or who are the younger age who are in their 10th,
mm-hmm,
11th, 12th, high school, junior students. They are much more they have a much more greater capability of understanding robotics as a subject, as career path,
mm-hmm,
rather than students who are actually pursuing their bachelors or pursuing their diplomas in this engineering field. So, what would you recommend them? What should be their
mm-hmm,
focus? What should be their focus points? Like, are there any subjects that they should be really focusing on before pursuing a career in robotics or want to take it
mm-hmm.
to a master's or PhD level?
So I would say, like, uh, if you are interested in robotics, then and you are starting your bachelor's, then from start of your bachelor's only try to participate in competitions. Try to take some courses because in our universities they will just teach the syllabus part, but as ROS is the robot operating system, which is not there in our syllabus till now. So that that kind of what we can say, uh, courses or skills you need to update, because when I completed my 2 years of my engineering, sorry, work experience, I gave few interviews for like drone companies and for robotic companies. So there in that job description, there was mentioned ROS, Gazebo, and like microcontrollers, uh, to work with microcontrollers. So yeah, as you are telling, our market is shifting towards more AI and robotics. So these skills will play a very important role. So for that, you have to take some uh, courses like Udemy course or Coursera or YouTube. YouTube is also a good platform to start with. So yeah, just make up your mind if you are in the right place and you want to do robotics and mechatronics, then yeah, start with taking courses and start participating, start implementing those things in real life. So that would be really helpful for getting a job, and also it will helpful if you're going for the masters. Yeah, here in USA especially.
Oh, to Ravi, because I have seen a lot of job descriptions nowadays in for the field of robotics, is that
Hmm.
it's strictly mentioned that you have to be very prominent with PLCs. Secondly,
Hmm.
robot operating systems. When there is when there's ROS, there's
Hmm.
a gazebo included into it. Then you have to be very prominent with the design, and you kind
Yeah.
of need to know a couple of programming languages like Linux and Python. You have to be very
Yeah.
proficient. You have to be an expert if you want to learn ROS as a skill. So, did you find any resources out like in India when you're talking about Indian students? It is difficult to find resources for robotics. It's very difficult.
Hmm.
Even YouTube is a great source, but it is all
Hmm.
very distributed. So,
Right.
did you have a strategy, or did you follow some mentor or book or course that helped you really out that can really benefit
Mhm.
the students?
Let's suppose you are targeting a robotics engineer job position. Okay. Uh, as you said, things are distributed everywhere on Udemy, Coursera, YouTube, other platforms. But see the job description, find out the keywords, target those keywords, and related to those keywords, you will find the resources. It's like that. You won't find everything at one place, but yeah, slowly, one by one, those distributed things you can collect it, and you can be ready for the job. That would be that was my strategy. So.
That's Yep, that's great because I think it is really important that you should know for the job profile that you're applying. You need to do your homework about it first. That is
Mhm.
the first thing that the interviewer is really looking forward to. Is that how revised are you about the role that you're applying for? How much do you know about it? Secondly,
Yeah.
is how do you feel you're a good fit? So, Ravi, that is a lot of academic talk, if you ask me, from a while.
Mhm.
So, how do you manage your day? How does your day go out there in Michigan Tech? Like, apart from all the studies and stuff, what do you do to balance your academics and workload?
What I do to balance, uh, as such, I don't like I hang out with friends or something, watch movies because most of the time, uh, after classes I have my RA work, so usually I am packed with my schedule. But yeah, if I want to uh, do some fun kind of activity, I would hang out with my friends, watch movies, or go for a walk or something because weather is really good here. So yeah.
That's really interesting because I know really how much uh, the life of a master's students overseas is timely packed. So there is very little space for us to enjoy ourselves, and like it is how dedicated you are to what you're pursuing. So I have a
It
couple of friends who are doing their masters, but they seem to have a lot of more fun compared to what they're studying or like looking at what they've gone to do.
it
Uh,
it sounds crazy, but
mhm,
I found fun in my work also. So
yeah,
it
yeah, I can relate to that
doesn't get
because
bored. So,
yes, true. So, Ravi, this is something more like a philosophical question. Is
mhm.
how do you envision the role of Indian roboticists in shaping the future of this field? Like give or take, how many years would it take for Indian roboticists to be called the number one? Like we are called the talent hub of the world. We're called the
Mhm.
talent. India is called the talent capital of the world. and we have produced people for different sectors. I think we are yet to do it in the field of robotics or core. We've done great in field of core engineering as well, but we're not that like we're not produced in volumes. We're produced in talent. We're produced in inventions, but we've not touched the volume point. Like, how do you envision this for the future?
So, as far as I have, before coming here, I have given a few interviews for different drone companies and agricultural automation companies. Uh, so, what I've found out is like in last few years, we are getting to, uh, we are developing some good amount of startup which are doing good amount of research. And I would say, uh, as compared to US, we do lack a lot of things because as I have mentioned here, universities are updating uh, like their labs and all. So student which are qualifying are more skilled as compared to our students, and they have a direction where they have to go. So that is one difference. Otherwise, if we would have the same university culture, research-based culture, then uh, then like we will be same as the US companies, I would say, because for our students, we have to find this stuff, we have to learn the stuff on our own, and to get the right mentor is also one of the key challenges. So yeah, if we get a proper education system in terms of robotics in our university based or some educational course platform, we can say, uh, that would be really helpful so that our startup environment grew more rapidly. uh, yeah,
Yep.
that's my point
I
of view. Yeah.
Yep. I totally agree with you, Ravi, because it's talking about mentors. Is that
Mm-hmm.
from my days as a student, as a school going student, it was always about finding the right mentor when you're giving your competitive exams. When I gave my JE, when I gave my MCET, when I
I
gave
believe,
different comp. Yeah,
yeah, I
please, please,
believe
please.
we have those talented engineers. It's just that they
True,
don't have proper direction.
true,
So, and proper direction and guidance if they will get if they get hands-on stuff,
true,
whether it is coding, whether it is robotics, mechanical engineering, whatever you say. If you get more hands-on stuff, they will get more passionate about those fields, and we can create more startups like that. So
true.
yeah.
Really, Ravi, I really comment on this point because when I started pursuing my journey of robotics, it was all theory. But
Mm-hmm.
after I got to start working on my first robot, and after I
Mm-hmm.
completed it, what I could only think of is how can I upgrade this thing that I've created. So that made me
Mm-hmm.
pursue the whole part more. So that's what hands-on experience does for us. The more
Mm-hmm.
and it is at most important that you need to find the right direction, and
Right.
only a great mentor can help you out. Only
Mm-hmm.
the right
Mm-hmm.
mentor can help you out. In fact, there are a lot of
Right.
mentors who have come up, and
Mm-hmm.
it is about the right mentor who has the ability to teach, who's able to look into the perspective of the student or the learner.
Mm-hmm.
And even talking about platform is, I think that is what quantum robotics is really trying to solve. We are trying to
Mm-hmm.
create a platform for core engineering students and innovators or someone who has the interest. You don't have to really pursue engineering in that sort, but if you have the
Right.
interest that you can create something from this science, then please we are welcome to welcoming you onto our platform. So, Ravi, talking about that, uh, how is the situation of placements and for your
Mm-hmm.
masters? There's something a lot of students have a doubt in their mind. For Indian colleges, I know the situation. So in Indian colleges, it happens is you have a TP cell and they kind of call all the
Mhm.
companies, then they curate it and everything. But how is it different in the US? And what are some of the companies that hire from your
Mhm.
university?
I would say career services is good here, but they do call a lot of companies, like
Mm,
50, 60 companies are here. But mm, those companies are usually looking for undergrads or the people who are Americans mostly. Very few, like if you are outstanding engineer, then if your resume is eye-catching, then definitely they will contact you. But for for finding a job here, you have to put your own efforts. You have to apply to several companies, and you have to fine tune your resume at each application. That's my personal experience, and I think it is working for me for now. And apart from that, yeah, you should have a good LinkedIn profile as well, up to date. And yeah, for finding job, many students come after their bachelor's, right? So they don't have a work experience. So for them, I would suggest do a lot of projects, at least 6 projects there should be there in your resume. Because when I passed out my bachelor's, I used the same strategy. I had 6 good projects. On the base of that, I got job interviews. You just need, I would say, 90 days of span, whether you are in India or whether you are in US. Dedicate 90 days, apply like 4 to 5 companies with quality application. Your fine tune your resume. It takes a lot of time, 2 3 hours, but those application would be quality applications, and do it for 90 days. And definitely within 90 days, you will get some amount of result that I followed in India also, and I've got before job experience the same results. After job experience, when I was trying my resume, and I just before going to US, I was like, let's try with the resumes, and let's see what where I stand currently in Indian market. So for that also, I just did it for 90 days, and I got like 3 to 4 job offers in startups, by the way, and which was really good. There was one drone company, IG Drone, was there. It is in Orissa. I got offer
mhm,
from them. There is one agriculture company in Pune, agricultural
mhm.
automation company. Got job from them. They are also doing some good stuff. They're autonomous. They are developing autonomous robots in agricultural field, which
Mhm.
is really good, especially in for the Maharashtra farmers.
True.
And so yeah, that would be my suggestion. 90-day strategy, fine tune your resume every day for every job, uh, and yeah, apply for 4 to 5 companies. That's it. Don't apply for 10 companies like with the same resume. That won't work. And yeah.
And yes, because I feel like I'm inspired by this 90-day strategy that you put up because I've seen Indian students not really focusing on the profile, like I've
Mhm.
said. You kind of need to know about the job profile that you're applying for.
Mhm.
You have to do your homework on that, and this 90 days is
Yeah.
for just for that homework. You need to fine tune your resume. You have to give a solution that matches the question, or else
Mhm.
it doesn't make sense. Even if your solution
Yeah.
is a right one, even if the solution is a right one, it might be not suitable for the question that the people ask. So Ravi, we're almost on time. So I would
Mhm.
the last question that I usually ask everyone is, what is your message or one-line statement for all the innovators in the field of robotics? What is that one conclusive line that you want to give out to our listeners or innovators, whoever get a chance to cover this show?
Like if you want to have a successful career, then if you get the job, if you don't get, if you're trying to apply for the job in any situation, just keep learning and keep implementing. those skills. Like keep learning uh, just check out the job description. You will find out what people are looking for in the job market. Learn those skills and implement those skills in some kind of project. That way you will be, if you keep on doing this for like lifetime, you never be unemployed for sure. You will have some kind of work somewhere. So that would be keep learning and keep implementing. That would be my
Thank you.
uh,
Thank you, Ravi. That was really interesting to hear. And I really thank you for taking your time today. It's almost a
yeah,
wrap for us. And we really appreciate you being with us and wanting to contribute more to what we're
yeah,
trying to do. And I really thank all the listeners that are out here. And we
mhm,
wish to have Ravi again on again someday. Listen to some
yeah,
more parts of what he has to share. And that's it a wrap, guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening
yeah.
to what Content Robotics is all about. And that was
Yeah, I
Ravi
have a
Thakur
YouTube
for it.
channel as well, by the way.
Yes. So we will be
Yeah,
sharing all the details with you in the description. You can
yeah,
check it out. And that is a wrap, guys. And
yeah.
looking forward to the next talk series. Thank you, Ravi. Thank you for being with us.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling me. Yeah.